Howdy, gang. I just got back from dinner, so super stuffed. Apologize if I'm a little burpy or anything. Oh, oh boy. Uh, right. So I forgot that my sister was coming home. She kind of just consumes Wi-Fi. I'm on an Ethernet cable, so hopefully it's not too big of a problem. But if we see any dropped frames or anything like that, that would be the reason. It'd be fine though, right? I believe we did like everything here. There's that way in the basement that's not quite open yet. And there's the area off the side of the building that I'd like to try and get to for the loot. Otherwise, looking forward to whatever's gonna happen. Probably going to a new hub-like area.
Damn it.
Can't imagine us going back to the same area,
Bitch still
right?
has Lily. And now I'm back to square one again.
We've re-established contact with the marker agent, Kidman.
About time. Patch him through. Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Kidman.
CB.
Are you alright?
That psycho is still on the loose in here. I turned on the emitter, and that seemed to slow him down. But he got away. And he's got Lily. She must be so scared and alone.
Oh, I didn't forget about the cut.
I've got to find her before he does something terrible to her.
With that blood in my pocket. I was reaching for the photo.
So close. I can feel it.
We want to find her just as much as you do, Sebastian.
Oh, even more, I'm sure.
Sure you do. Don't want your precious experiment to fail. It would be a real tragedy to waste all that time and money.
I was speaking for myself, not Mobius.
Controller vibrate because she's
Spent a lot of
pissed.
time with Lily during testing.
Nice touch.
She's a good kid. I don't want her to suffer. I know things are bad, but I have faith in you. You've got to stay focused so we can save her. Together.
Just chilling on a couch.
Okay, you're right. Thanks for the pep talk, Kidman.
Got fucking IKEA bookshelves behind him.
But right now you need to
This
figure
is
out
an
where-
office.
He said his name was Stefano.
Stefano. Copy that. I'll see what I can find out and send it to your room.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll check in with O'Neill. See if he can help me locate this psycho.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if I can be of any help. And... Sebastian,
Yeah.
good luck.
We're off.
Gotta figure out where he took her. Think I might have just figured it out. Not doing a very good job of hiding.
Where the eyeball is
It's almost
looking.
as if he's taunting me. Well, if it's a fight he wants, he's gonna get it. I just have to find my way there.
Or the camera looks like an eye though. What is that, a gas station?
O'Neill,
One right before, maybe?
I see the stable field emitter is back online. Please tell me you found the core and you're on your way back here.
Sorry. That lunatic still has her, but I think I have an idea of where he went.
Yeah, I see it too. I'm picking up the signal again, but now it's coming from the theater in the other part of town.
Right.
Oh, it's a theater.
Again, I guess.
I see, big red carpet.
Need a little guidance here.
I'm on it. Looks like turning the emitter back on stabilized some passages there. Exit D5 looks to be the one closest to the theater. I'm not totally sure what you'll encounter down there, so watch your back.
At this point, nothing would surprise me.
So I'm guessing that I head back into the Marrows, or whatever it's called, and now, like, doors are unlocked. Huh. I swear to God, there was, like, ammo sitting on this last time. Seems to all be gone, though. And that operative isn't, like, an active corpse. I guess we really can't go back there. Or if we could, I can't anymore. Oh well. So before we go to the Marrows, I thought it'd be good to start with some of the shooting gallery. Because not only will it serve as a warm-up, but, you know, we get rewards for doing it, so we just should whenever we can, right?
Another beautiful day. I can't remember the last time.
And it's just gonna play that dialogue again when I get there, right? No point in sitting waiting to do it. Right here. I forgot, you can't equip your communicator unless you pull out your gun for whatever reason.
Another beautiful day. Another beautiful day. I can't remember the last time it was overcast or too cold. Always feels just right. I'm truly blessed to be born and raised in Union. Never left this place. I don't want to. I plan on dying here. Smell that. Smells like spring. The flower beds they planted here are really something, aren't they?
Jesus. That guy just seems too damn happy to be here. I don't even see any damn flowers. You know, except for the one that I made a dad joke out of. And those ones. I don't think they're even lilies, are they? Probably just standard sunflowers or something. Get a closer look if we cross them. I feel like if you're not a flower nut, you probably only know the rose, sunflower, and dandelion. Everything else is just a flower. Maybe you know carnations from like Christmas or whatever. Spanish Christmas. Definitely a super niche hobby. Huh. Can't believe I missed that. Right, I can do a little dropsy. We probably have goo and shit to spend too. I don't know if we picked up any keys though. He didn't bring me anything. No new slides.
Go on.
I say I only had like 25 weapon parts. I must have already spent them.
Detective Castellanos. Good to see you again.
I have a key. Like this one. Shotgun ammo. You know, because I spent all mine. Did I take it? Yeah. I should take it. Oh, that was handgun ammo, apparently. Even better. Alright, so that was a big million. We almost have enough for that. It might be worth it. This is... I don't know. That's useful. Might want to grab that. Let's see, move faster, all crouch, and... Yeah. It seems like stealth is definitely the most effective way to deal with knife bitch, so... I'm probably gonna pick that one if there's nothing else. I think that might have been what I was saving up for before, though. And if there's anything like last time, I might end up fighting another horde, so... I guess I'll go with this. The less reloading we have to do on camera, the better, right? Gotta be worth it every time. Yeah, I've spent all my weapons. Plenty of ammo for that. Could be worse. Wait, sawn-off shotgun. Is that really the one I've been using this whole time? I guess I don't have another type. Didn't think it was a sawn-off. Like, doesn't that literally mean the barrel's been shittily sawed in half? Alright, shooting gallery. So I think part of what was holding me back last time is I didn't realize that I didn't have to reload at all. And I think that I get like a faster fire rate on the gun they give me for this as well. So really, I should just never not be shooting when I'm doing the Tetris anyways. There's no button prompt or going on here. There we go. I don't know why she's standing behind a counter if that's... Like, before I'd stop knowing what to do when combos weren't lining up, but really I should just, like, shoot a thing to set them up, not the other way around. Timer right there. Ah, fuck! Damn it. Trying to set up these purples. There we go. Timer right here. See, I'm slowing down because shit ain't lining up anymore. Gotta keep going. Also, I realized I called this Tetris last time. I'm, sorry for the ignorance. Bejeweled. Tetris isn't the only game with blocks, right? Ah, I was so close. Oh, did you see that? It, like, set up a thing when I shot the hourglass. I wonder how often that happens. Every time, okay. Shit. Just shot those red boys first. Oh. Oh god, I'm flipping out. Ah, that was terrible.
Damn.
Alright, I'll do this one like one more time maybe. I at least want to get the key out of it. That's like the most not thing you can farm out of all the rewards. Howdy, Spunky. I just got back from the freaking steakhouse, dude. I am stuffed. Feel great. Damn it, there's a purple... Oh! Show me a clock. Aww.
Don't worry. It's just you and me in here. I won't tell anyone what just happened.
Nah, man. I told you, like, 2 weeks to get out of the hole. I think it's been, like, a week since then, so, we're almost there. I need to pay off my freaking credit card first, but... I think, like, half of next to my check should be all mine to do whatever with. Alright, we'll try the normal shooting gallery. Free? The fuck? Oh, like free mode. Just for normal practice. Gotcha. I swear, these are like paintings of guys from the first game. Rat! Ah! Damn it. Oh! So terrible. Maybe that sway reduction really is worth it, because I've really noticed it when I'm doing this. Out of the way, Bayonetta. Shit. Chainsaw Man.
Hell yes.
I watched my brother play crap out of Resident Evil 4 when I was a kid, but I can never get into it myself. I mean, you see how terrible I am at aiming, but like the not being able to strafe while you're aiming completely ruins it for me, because that's like my one saving grace for lining things up. If I'm relying entirely on a stick and I have to stand still, I ain't hitting shit. I think they did it intentionally, but still, I just couldn't play the damn thing. And when freaking 5 cranked the action up even more, then I was like super screwed when you couldn't strafe. Oh my god. Ah! Hey, timer. There he is. I thought he was a wall. Ah! Oh my god, he's so fast! Holy sh...
Practice makes perfect.
Ah. Oh yeah, they added like an additional control scheme with one of the DLCs, right? Maybe. Now, God Hand is a game with taking controls that I absolutely adore. And, it does have the quick turn button, but I don't believe you can strafe in that either, but it's not entirely necessary. I think the tank controls make the combat in that game work just a lot better. Like being stiff and being able to attack in like a 8-directional pattern maybe helps it control a bit more like a fighting game or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Shoot. Oh, I suck at fighting games too. I think that Smash Bros is the only one that I can like casually play with anybody. I think that there's enough balancing to make it so even if you don't get super screwed against this mega skilled player. It's not like in a fighting game where you just start a game and you get juggled the fuck and you're like, why'd I even queue? But other than that, only like Soul Calibur is the only other one I can actually play. And that's because Soul Calibur is like more of a technical thing than a combo type fighter.
You can sharpen your skills a bit more.
Man, that was really close. gone! Oh my god. Howdy, Eddie. Shoot! Damn it! I actually got him. Hey, I got enough points too. Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
That's what I'm saying. Getting a lot of shit out of this. That last one's a free and high tier upgrade if I get it. Shit. What? I think the mask guys are worth a lot of points if you just get them at all. Stop! Whoa! You piece of shit! Where's that rat? He's gone. There's no way I'm winning this one. That was Ruvik. He's probably worth big money. Whoa! I knew what he was doing, and he still jump scared me. $4,000's the goal, and I got like 15. Maybe it's worth it to go for body shots on this one, just because there's so many guys. Combo multiplier is what matters. Where's that rat? Where is that rat? Shit! Damn it. Wow, I got like the same score. This one's really tough.
Quite good, detective.
You know what? I think I'm stupid and that clock doesn't add time, because there is no timer. I think it slows time. I should probably use it when like Rubik comes out or something. I hit him. He has a lot of hits. Piece of shit. Oh my god.
Still got it.
That is not a score to be proud of, Sebastian. Alright, we can't do that. Got a lot of fat loots out of it, though.
You look like you could use some help, Detective.
Alright. I can afford that. Can I get it, though? Recovery. That's cheap. I think I can get a second thing. Yeah, how about that? I think maybe when I get more of those stability upgrades, the shooting range will be a bit easier. Costs exactly 200. Yeah, I guess. Alright, we're gonna save and move on. Alright, back to the Marrows. Why did I do that? That's the wrong stick. City Hall access. Alright, so, before, like, almost a month ago now, I mentioned I wanted to try and make
Passage O'Neill was talking about.
video. Official announcement, I have given up. I simply don't have the time to, make something of the quality that I would want to watch. You know, between doing this job and game development, like I have to put one of those aside.
Lily?
I'd rather just stick to my low budget format. More my style. And the whole plan for it was to just, like, give a shout out to stuff that I've been playing in my free time that I maybe don't want to ruin on a stream or whatever. Like, I try and play stuff that's been out for at least a year, maybe. So I don't, like, negatively impact sales or anything like that. I played Darksiders 3 on release, but that was more of a test. It didn't give me any extra attention, so there's really no point to doing something like that. And, you know, I'll just use those conversations to fill in some of the gaps when there's nobody around. Oh, shit. He's alive. Now he's dead. Alright, so, let's go sneaky beaky. Oh, they see. Like, they don't see. Ah, she see. That's... Oh my god. Oh, you regenerated his arm. That's the first time I've seen that happen. So, one of the ones that I was doing in the planned video was called Mages of Mystralia. I believe it was a Kickstarter game. It's kind of like top-down Zelda. You know, I know a lot of people miss because they don't really make those anymore. Link Between Worlds was a thing, but it was also kind of just a link to the past with more capitalism. Yeah, it's like that, but the real draw of the game is its spell crafting system. I've seen like maybe 3 times before. One's a game literally called Magic Maker. Kind of like a Flash game, but it was a good time. Bought it for like $1. And the other one's Lichdom, which is like Serious Sam, but the spell crafting's really janky. Too loot focused, too much inventory management for not enough reward out of it. I never finished that one. As I thought the spellcrafting system was really interesting here because it's done with like effect nodes. They kind of stack together to make unique stuff. Hold on. Let me mute myself. Hello? Alright. Unmuted.
Whoa. What the hell is this stuff?
Now, it's effect node system. So you'd, like, line stuff up, like, say, the base spell is fire. That's its element. And then you'd add, just using that alone, you'd leave, like, a flame mine somewhere. Not so much a mine, but just, like, a literal flame that'll hurt guys if they step on it. The fuck? Then, say you added the movement node. Okay, well, now you have, like, a little flare spell. Then... Right, so it has, like, all the obvious things, like make it move left, right, homing. The real interesting ones are the triggers, which let you combine spells. So then you take something like a lightning explosion spell that you've made and combine that with the flare. Now you have something that seems more like a fireball. Leaves a big explosion when it hits stuff. And the enemies all play around with, like, various resistances. There's staffs you can get to change up your play style. There's, like, 4 different spell types to change up what your elements do. Like, B buttons for, like, walls and shit. Or, they're not necessarily walls, but, I don't know. And the right triggers for stuff that affects yourself, so you can make, like, a dummy, or a shield, or stuff like that. There's one that's pretty much a melee deck, just like a quick thing, short range, and there's one that's projectile, essentially. You get to save up a ton of spells, mix them together, collect tons of interesting runes. It was a good time. Got a couple other I'll talk about, but it looks like stuff's about to go down. Oh, the game was mostly decent looking too. It's kind of like a low poly, cel shaded art style. But some things were just like incredibly generic, or like a very few things I just thought were just kind of ugly. For the most part, aesthetically pleasing.
Listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest. Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept.
No. I'll never accept it.
Oh, my bad.
Me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along.
Ah, yeah, that's right. She died looking into this. She got close to the truth and she was offed by Mobius, presumably.
But why am I seeing this now?
Oh, right, another note about friggin' Mystralia. Every node that you add to a spell, like, increases its mana cost, so you can make stuff that's, like, stupid, ridiculous shitstorm of magic. But it'll also leave you essentially defenseless, because you'll spend all of your mana casting that spell. I did use stuff like that to cheese my way through some of the harder parts, but, I found that it was better to keep things relatively simple. It's a really good way of balancing the game, though. Alright, I think that Oblivion and Morrowind had spellcrafting systems too, but one, never got into Morrowind. I should give it another try, but I think it's silly to poke a guy and be told that I missed, even though I poked him. And Oblivion, we've talked about before, game's too imbalanced for me to ever play. Too imbalanced and generally shallow. Oh god, fucking glue monster. Now this is a fetish some people have. It kind of ties into the whole foot thing. They just like to see people step in glue and like listen to the ASMR sound.
Good God, look at the size of that thing. Maybe I can sneak past it.
I would assume that I can't step in this stuff, so like, I need to wait for him to look away. I'm trying to move, okay, he just barely didn't see me. Uh-oh. We're still in the clear, he's just a little pissed off. Go, go, go. There's nothing over there, nothing over there. Okay.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
And this area just screams cover me in goop because there's nothing all over here, so I expect someone to burst in. Please don't take that out of context.
Oh, shit!
Ah, plot bullets, plot bullets. Not trying to wind up like Hatsune Miku.
I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable. The destruction has spread all the way down here, too. Don't know how long this place is gonna last.
There we go. Displacement protocols. Emergency core replacement. Displacement. What the fuck? Does that mean if the core is missing? I'm not entirely sure what displacement means. Fancy way of saying that you lost something, I guess. It's imperative that a missing core be replaced as soon as possible. A core has been missing for even a few hours can affect STEM programming. If core is missing over 36 hours, emergency protocols must be instituted in order to prevent the core from escaping. Emergency protocols are even accessible for Mobius operatives with alpha security clearance and can only be viewed on Marrow servers. Oh, you know what I forgot to say about the fucking spell programming system? That it's like programming. Or, if anyone's familiar with Unity, it's kind of like the Mechanim animator setup. You have like a passing, or I guess Unreal Engine uses visual scripting too, so that works. And it's very similar to that and how the whole thing comes together. You have like a passing interest in programming. Playing the game might help you get a better grasp on it. I know it definitely helped me a little bit.
Looks like someone's enjoying the show.
I kind of already had the ideas planted in my head, but playing the game like helped me solidify those theories into something concrete that I could actually use. And I think I'm in a much better place after having played it. These must be the servers they were talking about.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
Bitch, what?
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Is this Myra?
Turn around. Do it slow.
This is his wife, isn't it? Show me that wife. Turn the lights on.
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
Not his wife.
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting.
I've
seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right.
Okay, creep.
The team psychologist.
Oh, this is the chick who's like 40 or whatever. But she's Asian, so she looks young as fuck.
That isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you.
You didn't know how to shoot it.
So
I wasn't
there's
scared.
independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here. Just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. He's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
Yeah. I guess he was an adult when she was a kid. He knows what he looks like. Just grew a beard, I guess. Became a terrible alcoholic.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the...
What would that be? Sociopath? A ghost? Is Ruvik still in the STEM? Nah, I doubt it. We killed him with a rocket launcher. Fake real rocket launcher. And then we stomped on his brain or whatever. And that's there. We can use it later, maybe. There's a coffee machine here, though. Trail may have gone cold, but this coffee will always be hot. This, poor candidates, to all concern from Operative Grisham. The ideal core candidates must have an unfettered ego in order to retain their own personality while supporting the interlinked minds of many others. What? To, like, know exactly who they are? I guess it just means you want someone who's psychologically stable. Given these parameters, there are only two possible candidate types: egomaniacs with psychopathic tendencies, or children. So is the other guy like a core candidate then? Maybe? We all know what happened last time an egomaniac with psychopathic tendencies was in the sim, Rubik. So a child is their best bet. So what? Is it because, like, children know that they're gonna be princesses when they grow up? What was I gonna be? I was gonna be a pirate knight. So a conquistador, essentially. Still the goal. Just, you know, need to make armor that can deflect bullets, and then we'll be golden. Having access to standardized school test results, we were able to narrow down our options. We feel that we found the ideal core candidates in Lily Castellanos. Her test shows that she's not only a guileless ego. What does that mean? She's not bad. She's a good girl. Guile was like, that was the term for the stealth skill in Fable. Like stealth and thieving. But also exhibits incredibly advanced empathy for a child her age. We are sending her to Dr. Hoffman for further testing. Probably doesn't have anything to say. I don't know why I clicked on her. By the way, bye. There's not a mirror in here. Maybe in the next room, though. Did I go the right or wrong? No, this is where I came from. Oh, this is the safe room from the map before. There might be something like over in this area, but I doubt it. And that's all there is to it. We just had to sneak by a glue man. Glue man group. I wonder if kids even know who the Blue Man Group are anymore. I know they're still doing shit. But, like, for real? You ever watch them? They're pretty fucking amazing. I'd pay a lot of money to go to one of those shows. Post Plus. What does that mean? Another coffee maker. There's a mirror. It's kind of shitty that they leave, like, the save part half out, but, like, oh no, there's a save station right there. I lied. Alright, how much goo do I have? Yeah, I picked up a red thing, but I don't think I have anything worth spending. No reason to go back. High grade weapon parts, but like I need scrap to actually make use of those. Doesn't really matter. I don't think the weapon gets any inherent stat upgrades when I use them. Resonance point has been logged. Nani?
But Stevens has the key. So tired. Damn it. Can't feel my hand. That thing nearly tore my arm off. Never gonna kill it with this pea shooter. Need something bigger. I just need to get into that storage room outside the safe house. But Stevens has the key.
Bigger gun? Bigger gun? And the only thing that I can either have are, one, an explosive launcher, which we already have the crossbow, so I doubt that'd be it. Or, like an SMG or something, which I'd love to have. Or it might just be like a better pistol, better shotgun, one or the other. SMG might even be a modifier for this, because it's still a rifle, you know? Maybe something that shoots like a 3-round burst.
The theater. I'm coming for you.
Another smallish area. On the hunt, investigate theater. Save point mirror. I think that's one of the stinky bitches. Yeah, I see the smoke. Don't want to mess with her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't even killed one of those yet. I didn't like bullet sponges, so I'd rather avoid it if possible. Welcome back, brother. You missed the glue monster. Definitely didn't make any cum jokes.
So, some of these are locked.
How do I open it, though? We have to find an operative. And axe. The guy I killed had one of those. Probably should have took it. Excuse me, what the fuck? Ow. This god laying down his foot. Nothing out of the ordinary. I think this is a bank. Never actually been to one. Sons of Liberty Credit Union. Is that maybe a reference to Metal Gear Solid? I swear I murdered the Axeman, like, right over here. I don't see it, though. Got the other guys off my tail, though, so that's good. Whoa! Fuck, I'm out of ammo. That damn axe. I'm surprised he actually died. Just a lot of guys here. Are they maybe coming out of the god penis and foot? Dab. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well. Wait. Damn it. Switch guns, damn you. Ah! Ah! Double kill. Give me a normal bolt. Woo! I'm pretty sure I was saved by the freaking perk, so money well spent. Alright, let's chill out for a minute, get my health back. Reload this. I need gunpowder. Look for a bench. Why did I pull shock bolts back out? Alright, so I think the other games I was going to talk about in that first video was just like a whole franchise actually, because they're all pretty short. Called Skautfold. I think that's how you pronounce it. All made by one guy. So, like, deserves a little extra praise from me anyways. First, what's unique about him is the whole atmosphere. Spooky, consistent world. It's all Lovecraft inspired, which is always fascinating to me. Now, the first game, called Shroud in Sandy, I believe you can get like a gutted version of the game for free. Like as a demo, I guess. It has all the post-game content cut out of it. But it's essentially Bloodborne plus Eternal Darkness. A little easier than Bloodborne, but it's got a big focus on like the gun parries.
They're burning the bodies. Why?
It was really fun to like try and piece together the mystery of what happened in the area. Very short game though, only took like a day or two to beat. Most of the post-game content is just like literally bonus stuff or like a definite explanation of what happened, so it's definitely worth just checking out the free version alone if you don't necessarily want to spend money on it. Alright, we're gonna listen to this.
Body parts reassembling into a monster. Sure, why not? I'm not surprised by anything I see in here anymore. Won't happen again. I'll burn these before they can change. Wait, did that arm just twitch? Shit. No. Oh god. No.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. That's a boss. I'm just gonna hide. Alright, so I initially bought them on sale in like a bundle of the 3 existing games. Well, more are in development. So, second one is Metroidvania. It's actually very similar to Symphony of the Night, which I have a very difficult time finding like good Symphony of the Night clones. Like most Metroidvanias focus more on the Metroid aspect of it. The only one that's come close before that was like Salt and Sanctuary. Not too much Dark Souls influence in it. Still love the game though. Yeah, I'm gonna just kill this bitch. Oh wait, I don't have ammo. I'm actually gonna run. What is happening? That's gonna attract guys. Alright, so the unique feature of the game is called the guard system, which essentially acts as like an energy shield, but it's also your stamina meter, and if you use it correctly, you can like entirely avoid being damaged, so you end up playing the game with like 10 fucking health if you're smart. It really creates like an interesting risk-reward system. On one hand, you have the ability to like attack very recklessly and just be perfect skill boy, dodge everything and never get hit. On the other hand, you're rewarded for playing safely. I thought that was good. It explores the Lovecraft mythos more, but I feel like it doesn't have like the same mystery and mystique as the first game. But looking for Symphony of Night clone, more than worth checking out. And third one in the pack is kind of like a top-down Doom. A big departure from what it previously was, but it fits the character, and it's honestly probably the most solid game of the bunch. Like, it's really fun, even though it's probably the ugliest one as well, just because of the art style. Has a lot of like environmental effects, kind of like Dark Messiah. And it's because of like the low quality art, some people would pass it off as looking like a Flash game or something. Worth a few bucks though, it's a good time. That one was called Into the Fray, I think. Why can I not back out of this? For real, I don't know. Uh-oh. What has happened? Which one of these is the most recent? This one. Okay. So, overall, I think that it did a good job at like, getting me interested more in the whole Lovecraft shit. I've always had like a passing interest in, but like now I'm kind of more invested. I think that the first game, Shrouded in Insanity, is definitely worth checking out. Mostly because it's free, but like... man deserves some money. He's working hard. Seems like a nice guy, too. I look in like the Steam community, he's very active in the forums, helping people out. Responding to just general conversation in there. What am I doing? Okay, so she has spawned. I just saw her. Plan was to go build ammo.
Shit! There's a lock on this door. It looks like if I had a key, I could open it.
You sounded so pissed that that door was locked. Maybe it's because she saw me, but like, I don't think I'm in danger quite yet. I think I was trying to squeeze one more into that video and really don't have that much to say about it. Masquerada Songs and Shadows. I think that was another Kickstarter game. I got it expecting like a classic RPG experience, and that was not what I got. Very pretty game with a unique concept, but like I feel like it spends the entirety of its time lore dumping you. And even from the beginning, you are just getting shat on with lore. And I'm like, yo, give me a chance to care about the world first before you start giving me stuff to care about. Aside from that, it's very narrative driven and linear game. I don't feel like there's any reason to go back and replay it. I don't think any of your choices mattered. The story was good for what it's worth, though. And again, it was very pretty. I just never felt challenged, or I didn't feel like any of my choices mattered or anything like that. If you're just looking for like a quick narrative experience with light RPG elements, worth picking up on sale maybe. The end hints at like a sequel, so I hope that they add like more choice to it. As far as the RPG elements went, kind of like Bastion, you can collect these modifiers to put on your weapon. Very small things like extra mana regen or whatever. And you just swap them out with whatever with no consequence. And the other one is just skill points, which are handed out at predefined points. I kind of didn't like, but it's because of how linear the game is. There's no grinding or anything of the sort. And you just spend those on whatever skills you want. I can't stress how pretty the game is, though. It's like a hyper Italy / France type world. And everything's like stained glass looking, I guess. I feel like I explained that one pretty poorly, but like, there's really not much to talk about without spoiling it, because how damn linear the game was. Yeah, I didn't hate my time with it, it just wasn't at all what I expected. I should probably upgrade this more. These harpoons actually do quite a lot of damage. Alright, I picked up a slide. And I forgot to make the ammo. That was literally the whole point of coming here. I didn't do it.
Pick up, Kidman.
I'm here.
The first time
Pick the fuck up, bitch.
wearing that uniform, I think I fell in love with her right then and there. I
want to talk about my wife that you took away from me.
Injured on duty. I knew I couldn't risk not telling her how I felt. She was such a great wife and mother that I sometimes forget she was a great detective, too. She was right. She knew there was something fishy about Lily's death. I mean, kidnapping. I should have believed her from the start.
There's no way you could have predicted the truth, Sebastian. You know this.
Those are some heavy-ass earrings she's got. Look like marbles. And he's just got a little pencil-thin mustache. The beard definitely suits him better. Okay, handgun ammo. This is what I came for. Like 8. And I need quite a few of these. John Waters? I don't think I recognize that name. The coffee ready? Oh yeah. You know, the ladies find nothing more attractive than insomnia. Drinking coffee all day is the best way to induce it. Pink flamingos and cereal. I remember Serial Mom. I did watch that one. That was where I saw my first boob. Ah. Alright, peeling skin. Ugh. And that's the theater we're supposed to be going to. I want to explore just a little bit further this way. The map seems pretty small. So hopefully these sky dicks don't keep falling. Oh! It didn't damage me, but it knocked me the fuck away. I think I have to reactivate the scary woman. Oh, there she is. Have an axe. Oh, fuck. An explosive bolt. Alright, normal ass bolt. Go, go, go. These kind of sound like the huntresses from Diablo 2. I'm actually out of shotgun ammo. Whoa! Did I just die? Shock bolt. How many bullets can this woman take? Arms remind you of monster from Zygote. Short film on YouTube, huh? Yeah, I like to watch those sometimes. Again, I'm a real bitch when it comes to horror, but a lot of the independently made stuff is where, like, the interesting things are at. I never go to see a horror movie in theaters, though. It's all very by the numbers, jump scare. Here's the guy around the corner that you know is around the corner, but there's a violin playing. We're gonna make you jump. You know what I mean? A lot of horror movies are really stupid. Holy shit, District 9's like my favorite movie, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fucking check that out tonight then. Or, if I have time. I have to wake up early, but it's going on the list. I have no fucking ammo. That fight wasn't worth it at all. So, yeah. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to is Cox and Crendor in the morning. And because of that, I went through like this big David Lynch phase. That's some fucking insane shit. He's the man behind Twin Peaks. But he has like a ton. Yeah, you know the guy there. I think the first one that I watched was with like stop motion animated rabbits. I was just like in total unease the whole goddamn time. Not much even happened. It was just like really moody. Those were people in suits. That just makes it even creepier. assuming we're talking about the same one.
It looks like I remembered it as a child. It's playing with my mind.
There were people in suits and they were moving so unnaturally.
How it happened.
Nah, that doesn't sound right to me. No laugh track. Is the king with us tonight? It's almost playing the Eggman theme. Oh, not this bitch. That was almost too perfect. If this passage just spawned in behind me, I knew I was gonna take the freaking fastest way away from her. That was all me, though. Wasn't scripted running.
Shit.
Oh no. Oh god.
What's it doing this time?
What the fuck?
What does that thing want from me? There's something weird about this room. Something I'm not seeing.
Oh, well, you see, this room is actually a forest, and at the end awaits the Master Sword.
That's me from back then.
I thought I was gonna have to, like, look for the real door in that mirror, and then that happened.
Something was up with that mirror. Something I should be looking for?
Alright, maybe I do have the right idea then. Alright, so that one has white lights. This one? Or... No, it's this one. Right? No, did I fuck up? No, the lighting's different, we're good.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me. Where am I going? I was trying to get to the mirror, but too late. Okay, we restarted, I guess. I don't know if this is random. It's random. I have to look at the mirror each time. Oh, so I just remembered. Speaking of Resident Evil 4, I think I mentioned that I thought some of the people from the Resident Evil team made the first game, and I was correct, I guess. It was actually the director of Resident Evil 4. He said it was going to be the last game that he ever made. I don't think it was too well received, honestly, so I'm sure it was a pretty big disappointment for him, but I enjoyed it. Shit, shit, shit. Oh my god. I think his mission statement for the game was something like the player was going to actually overcome fear or something to that effect. I don't think he necessarily achieved that. The game was just a little too action-packed. Like, I started out feeling very feeble, but I very quickly learned my way around the game's systems, and it became very action-packed for like 75% of it. Probably where it went wrong, honestly.
Something's wrong. Why is that thing chasing me again?
Juke Diner. More like Juke Diner. No, I was actually kind of saddened that I didn't get too scared. Like, I panicked a lot. That was what the game did to me. It was very stressful at moments, but, like, I was never scared. A lot of body horror and, like, gross out imagery that was unsettling. I wouldn't necessarily call any of it scary, though. There was one part where I, like, screamed, but it's because I was running away from the psychopath and he was, like, teleporting around. Then I was opening a door, which I thought was going to take me to a hiding place, but he was just on the other side and he auto-killed me as soon as I opened it. That was like the only scream to come out of me that game. I'm pretty sure the panic was 100% to blame for it, though. I guess in a sense you could have said that I felt helpless in terms of, whatchamacallit, where I was going. Like, I never felt like I was in control of where we were going. Just because of how the whole freaking story was structured, but, you know, it all worked out, so it didn't really matter, I guess. Has there been a game that's really scared me? Well, one, that piano in Mario 64. I mean, who the fuck didn't shit their pants when they saw that the first time? And then, I think another N64 game, actually. It was one of the shitty Castlevania games. There was a part where you'd get, like, trapped in a hedge maze, and there's this fucking big buff dude with a chainsaw that just chased you around, and you couldn't kill him. And I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, because the game was so convoluted. Yeah, I fucking hate that game. Now I'm old enough to know that it's bad. Anyways, at the time, I was, like, camping out in, essentially an indoor patio in my house. Like, it's just a room covered in windows. And, I live in, like, the middle of a forest. So, at night, I would hear, like, gunshots and chainsaws revving occasionally. And I just could not fucking sleep after playing that. Let's see, I think the fortune teller in Luigi's Mansion also gave me a little bit of a scare. Mostly because the design of it's just freaking creepy. I don't have ammo. I think that's probably about it. I mean, I don't play horror games too often. Kind of like the horror movies, they're mostly really shallow. Jump scare the game. I think FNAF kept me up for a minute the first time I played that. And it got old very quick, obviously, but the duck's the scariest character in my opinion. Do I even have gunpowder? Probably don't. I can make a single bullet. Oh, you know what? The in Ocarina of Time, the monster at the bottom of the well. I still think that thing's pretty horrifying. see, I remember playing Slender when that first came out. Again, it's pretty much a jump scare. I know it's not a jump scare, but it's essentially a jump scare. Kind of bullshit that you can't win. The main reason I played it was because I heard about the music, or whatever you want to call that. Essentially just womp, 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 womp. And how that would, like, indicate how close he is to you or whatever. I was still young at the time, so I thought it was an interesting system, but really, it's not all that creative, is it? I'm sure it's been done before. Hell, it's the shark music. You know, it speeds up as he gets closer to you. Right? I was still just a dumb kid. Played video games. I didn't think it was going to be all that difficult to learn how to make them. I hadn't quite buckled down into the whole becoming a fucking loser thing yet. There's a safe house over here. That might be a place to get ammo. No, of course not. I just mean that, like, I take my game playing way more seriously than I should now than before, I guess. Like, you could say that someone's objectively wrong if they prefer to play a game at home instead of going to hang out with a friend. I feel. But, like, to me, playing games is important because it's a learning thing. Right? And that might even come off as pretentious, but, like, this is study for me. I can hear about how freaking Masahiro Sakurai had his parents give him an allowance to buy video games to further his research. He was like 10 years old, playing games for research. It sounds like he's just trying to make his parents proud of him. But he meant it.
Sounds like someone's in trouble.
I don't think I've been in this building, if you even can go in it. That's the diner. See a crate and some bad guys. They're chasing each other, what the hell? I mean, honestly, maybe. I know watching, like, too much porn will, like, desensitize you to weird stuff. Like, it's a known fact that if you do it more and more often, you'll, like, you'll develop fetishes. Because the normal stuff will, like, become bland, I guess. So, you know, maybe after you've gone into super kinky shit, maybe actual sex will get you off a little less and you'll last longer. And that would make you a better candidate to be a porn star, right? Everything in moderation, though, because obviously the ultimate desensitization is when you get ED.
Gotta stay quiet.
Holy shit, I can't believe that killed him. Alright, the plan's to bottle these guys. Oh! Something that's interesting, there's like a recent movement of people who are abstaining from porn in an attempt to reverse their ED. And for the most part, it's actually been working. I think they call themselves Fapstronauts or something. Like, I'm always interested in natural medicine like that. My mother was friends with, like, a lot of Wiccans. So she's, like, super into, like, weird healing crystals and shit. Some of it works, though. And I think that's always useful to have that knowledge. Pretty much. My mother wasn't really friends with, like, any normal people. They were all weird in some way. Like, eventually turn out to be sex offenders. Drug addicts. Or just do weird stuff. Exactly, I'm used to it. Devil's Own Trap Dome. Tap room. Is this a bar? Bottles. Barkeep's journal. The final entry in this well-worn journal. The taproom has been booming. Business is good. Lots of new faces at Union these days. They're arriving on the trainload and they're thirsty. If this keeps up like this, they'll finally be able to afford some beer taps. Pete complains about the crowds, but the more the merrier. He's always been tankerous? That's a word. But lately he's been acting extra weird. He sits there in his usual spot, giving new customers the stink eye and mumbling to himself. I would cut him off, but he's always been my best customer. Oh. Dragging a friend along. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I get it, though. You know, I lose friends all the time because of conflicting work schedules. It's good that it was like a mutual breakup, though. Really hard to just kick someone out of your life like that. Even if they do fuck you over something, yeah. I don't think I asked about it when you told me, but like that isn't related to why you went AWOL a few months ago, right? Or feel free to not answer, of course. I gotcha. I feel like there's always more than just one big reason when it comes to someone actually going into a bout of depression like that. It's always just a sum of a lot of things. And I beat depression once, and I don't really plan on going back. But I still go through like a similar thing with like anger, I guess. I don't think it's really a fun emotion. I try and keep it out of my life, but you know, sometimes when a lot of shit's been bugging you for a while, I just snap and have to yell at someone. And you know, it'll be good for like a year, maybe. It's always like the most awkward yelling too, because like I'm letting all of that emotion out, so I end up like crying, and then my vocal cords get strained because I never yell. So eventually I just turn into a crying smoker, yelling about something petty. Hmm. I don't know all that much about, like, how Caesars function. Are they dangerous? Like, obviously, in some circumstances, things might be dangerous, but, like, can the seizure alone, like, kill him or give him any permanent damage? Like, say he started vomiting while having a seizure, then obviously he's going to choke, but, like, you know what I mean.
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
Hey, you over there! You gotta help me! Come on, man! I know you can hear me! Help me out!
There's always someone around, that's good. I mean, no, it's not really the same thing, but I'm always sad when my cats don't have anyone to play with if I'm gone for a long time. Yeah, not. I feel like the common perceptions that everyone thinks cats don't care about people as much as dogs. And I don't think it's really true.
Damn, he's gonna get mobbed.
I think that my cats all care about me a lot. And, like, if I'm here being quiet, not making noise, and they see someone go out the door, they'll, like, wait there, meow, scratch at the door until they come back.
Maybe I can get the jump on them.
And they're always waiting for me when I come home. Like a dog would. I really don't think that there's all that much difference in their behaviors.
What the hell are these things about? Damn it. Lily's inside there.
Huh.
You did not appreciate my beautiful Obscurus performance. Perhaps this one is more to your liking.
Please tell me I'm not gonna play that.
Somebody help me!
I'm preparing my greatest work yet, but you are not worthy enough to witness it. Not until you learn to respect my art. Listen to their screams, the echoes of my work.
Respect art, huh? Time to put Hoffman's theory to the test.
Okay, I guess we're not going to the damn theater. Hey gang, I'm in this little insert post-recording. So, towards the end of last session, like the last 20 minutes or so, I got into a sort of potentially offensive / divisive conversation. I'm not proud of what I said. I apologized for it, of course. But, I just feel like it'd probably be better if I just leave that part out of the video. Save me trouble, make me feel less bad. So some of it's been cut. It's really not a big deal. I was kind of just getting my ass beat because I have no ammo. I think you see enough to know that. I have a habit of taking things a little further than maybe socially acceptable. Because I'm just curious about everything, alright? And I want to learn. And, you know, not every conversation is meant to be had with a stranger over the internet. And I'm trying to learn from that too. Alright, I'm trying to get better at interacting with people. It's part of why I do this. Lesson learned, feel bad, made a mistake, cut content, and, right, yeah, you just have to give me a little slack for anything weird that I may have said in the past as well, because I know I've left it in sometimes. But, this isn't scripted. I'm spouting verbal diarrhea most of the time, just because I need to fill this void, keep y'all engaged. I'm trying, I really am. Long story short, I think that I went into, like, the super fucked up / sociopathic sounding rant, when all I really wanted to say is, you can't take care of anybody if you're not taking care of yourself. I think that's a message that we can all agree with, right? Alright. Take care, everyone.